Okay, switching circuits part 2 here. What we're going to do is we're going to focus on being able to correctly meter these devices in the switching circuits board in order to be able to utilize them for our lab itself. Okay, so on this board we have a single pole, single throw switch, such as this one. All right, we have a double pole, single throw switch, such as that one. We have two three-way switches, or a single pole double throw switch. We have two of those. And then we have a double pole double throw switch, or a four-way switch as we would normally call it out in the trade. Okay, we have one of those. So I need to be able to determine and isolate which switches are what. Now the first guess I can look at right off the bat is the fact, and it might be a little hard, pardon me, to pick up on the video itself, but you can see clearly maybe this switch here is labeled on and off, okay, and this one actually has a dot and a blank. So because those have indications right away, that tells me that they are not a three-way or a four-way switch. So we can identify which one is a single pole and which one is a double pole single throw switch. Okay, and how do I do that? If I look at just metering a single pole switch, okay, if I take my meter leads, I've got these on continuity so they beep. Okay, so if I make a connection, it beeps, so that tells me I have an electric circuit from this lead to that lead. So I have clear continuity. Switches have no resistance or virtually no resistance built into them. So if this switch is in the off position, I should not get any continuity, okay, which I don't. But if I turn that switch into the on position, I should get continuity between these 2 points, which I do. Okay, so this is a single pole, single throw switch. If I had a double pole, double throw switch in the on position like it is right now, I have continuity from there to there, continuity on the other two terminals there, but nothing going on side to side, which we would not want to have happen. Okay, so I need to identify which is the single pole and which is the double pole switch over here. So how can I do that? Basically, I'm going to look at pivoting these or putting my test leads into the jacks, turning the switch to a couple positions and see if I can make any noises go as we do this. So far, no good. Okay, I'm just going to keep rotating around, see if I can find a common position. Oh, we got a beep there. So that tells me going crisscross there, we have continuity. Okay, now if this is a double pole switch, if I went from here to here, I would also have continuity, which I do not. Okay, so that tells me this is a single pole, single throw switch with a connection from there to there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will take that out, and I'm just going to make a mark on a piece of paper here that I have a connection between that point and that point. Okay, next I'll go to this switch here. It's in the off position. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to go top to bottom, nothing. Top to bottom here, nothing. Side to side, I have a beep. Okay. And if I went side to side here, I also get a beep, but I've got nothing happening at any of the other spots. So when it's beeping like that, I've got continuity at the top and continuity across the bottom. If I turn it off, I have no continuity at any of these things. Okay. So that tells me that's my double pole single throw switch, and I have an input and an output from the left to the right. Okay? Next, we're going to look at our three-way and four-way switches. So these can be a little bit more difficult to figure out. All right? We're going to focus on a three-way first. So the three-way, if I'm looking at it in one position with the switch there, the black screw is my common. That's my pivot point. This guy here, we get a beep. If I turn the switch to the opposite position, I don't get a beep. But if I go to the other terminal, I will now get a beep. Okay? Flip it back. No beep there. Beep on this side. Okay? So the black is my pivot point. So we're trying to isolate the common pivot point and then the two traveler terminals in this next switch. If that's a three-way, it might also be a four-way. We'll just have to figure it out. Okay? So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put my probes in here, and I'm going to just flip the switch in a couple different directions to try to figure out when and if I ever get some beeps. and I got a beep there. Okay? So because it's beeping top to bottom, I will also come over here and go top to bottom. If it beeped there, then that would tell me that this could be a 4-way switch, which it's not. So it's going to be a 3-way. So we're going like that. That's one position. Turn it the other way, and now I need to find the other toggle position with it. Okay, go down here. We have nothing. Go up here. Oh, we got something there. So where my red probe is, that's my common screw. Here, this terminal up here would be that guy. This terminal over here would be that guy, I believe. Correct. Okay, so common on the bottom left. As we look at it, travelers are up top. Okay, so common is here. And then I've got a potential for it to go there or there. So that'd be traveler 1 and traveler 2. I'm going to label those as. Okay, next switch over. We're going to come to this guy. We got a beep top to bottom. This should also beep top to bottom, which it does. Turn it the other way, we get nothing and nothing. Go crisscross, crisscross, nothing. Side to side, we've got a beep there. And we then have a beep there. So that tells me that this is my 4-way switch. Okay. And we have the potential for it to go side to side like it is currently right now, or crisscrossing. Okay. So now this one gets a little bit tricky with the way that we're going to end up wiring it, because basically we know that this guy is going to pivot to here or to there. Okay, so we want this one to be an input, okay, and this can be an out, all right, and then this guy is going to pivot to here or go to, where else are we going? Sorry, pivot to here or go down to there. Okay, so where are we wanting this guy to be? We are going to be looking at make this an input and this an output. Okay, is that going to work? Should work. Or these might be reversed. We'll figure it out. Okay, next, 4-way switch. We're going, or sorry, my last 3-way. This should be my final 3-way. No beep there, no beep there. Oh, we got a beep there. Turn it to the other position. I'm going to keep that in that spot. See if I can find my common. So that's not correct. So I know we had a beep there, so I'm going to leave that black probe where it is. And then I'm going to go here and find another beep. Okay. So we had a beep on the lower and a beep on the upper in the other position. Black is my common on that spot. And these are my travelers here. So this is my common, my T1, my T2. Okay, so we've identified this is a 3-way. And I'm just going to write it a little bit bolder so we can see it. This is my 3-way. This is a 4-way. This is a 3-way. This is my double pole, single throw, and this is a single pole, single throw. All right, and now we have metered that board out. The next step we can make would be to take this into the lab and see if we can connect it up.